culture and tradition. Social life, business, religion, technology and politics. We are Venus Online Radio. Our source.
As we prepare our tables, we shall have administrator and Miss Tourism Uganda speaking to us. I hope you're here with us.
I am Sharon Naivare Bachira, Public Relations Officer, Miss Tourism Mankole, and here with me is a representative for Miss Tourism Uganda, and I'll thank you first at this letters union.
Good morning. Hola, Jimmy from Miss Tourism Uganda. Thank you.
During the boot camp for Miss Tourism Code last year, 2013, we used to ask the contestants about the projects they will do after the pageant. Nasi Maruhanga Mnonga Kushanga Queen Hopkins, you've really taken a bold step. At least I am proud. I'm very, very proud of you. It was one of my main projects that I had wanted to do, but the fact that I have very many to look it up, and I believe that I'm going to support you 100%. For the other queens that have joined her, mwebale kumushagata, Queen Abigail, Queen Prila, Micah Baby, thank you. Miss Tourism Mankole, we always empower the girl child. We give them opportunities that even when they do not win or get crowned to go for Miss Tourism Uganda, at least there is something that they get from the sweat. These people don't sleep during boot camp. But by the time this person takes a bold step to launch a big project like this, because that is what she did, and we are very proud that it has come to Ankole. I feel like we should embrace it so much. We should teach our children. We should sensitize the communities on how to use reusable pads, because at the end of it all, we are conserving the environment. Numanya is pads when they take long to rot. So zazo muitaka obuhangwa bwensi ntubatu abushish. And the theme for this year, it is tourism and peace. The other time it was greening tourism. So thank you for greening our community. And I would implore you to go to these villages and go to schools, USE schools, UPE schools, sensitize the girls on how to use reusable pads. Me as a tailor, I'm going to give you 4 dozens of threads and needles for anything that is needed. At least Red Cross. I am a Red Crosser since 2011. Red Cross, we've been doing all these projects, so let us embrace the project. Let us continue with it. You are Red Cross of Sheni. Yeah, the Red Cross of Sheni, about General Secretary. So these are the things that we always do in camp. So continue to work with Red Cross, and you nurture the little girls on how to use the pads. Tata Omwana Mr. Kahangani. Webali Munonga kunaturing the Hopkins. I really celebrate you. You've been with her from the word go. you're a very good parent, because we have a challenge of parents not allowing their queens, not allowing their girls to contest for these beauty pageants. But I believe that our pageant is different from these other pageants that you see. We give them advice, we give them what to do, and they come up when they are good, like this person who of Rolex Festival. So we are very proud for attending Hopkins media launch, and we continue to support her as Miss Tourism Ankole. The candidate as I give microphone to Miss Tourism Uganda representative.
Jimmy from Miss Tourism Uganda. I'm on the branding team as well as following up on projects. I'm really so glad that our queen has done something really very good. Being that we are fighting the destruction of the nation, this is really very good initiative. Because when we look at how to green tourism, it will really help so much, because we will not be throwing the polythene bags, the polythene sanitary pads, because this one is going to be reusable. So thank you very much, okay. However, I will not say much because it's not my day. I would love to thank the sponsors who came on board to help the young girl at least to reach her goal. Because in Miss Tourism Uganda, as it was done in 2013, the mission and the vision for Madame Marianne was to empower the girl child. Of course, not forgetting the boy child, but for us she was emphasizing on the girl child, because the girl child was left behind. They didn't have any say. But right now we see the girl child has a say whenever we go. And this has been pushed and promoted by Madame Marianne Mutagambwa. I know all of you know her. She started this herself. She did not involve the government. That's why we are not government institute. Thank you very much. As we go on with the program, I remain from Miss Tourism Uganda, Olaji.
Sponsors, our queens, good morning. My name is Pierita, the administrator, Miss Tourism Ankole. And I would like to say that I'm so proud of Hopkins. I think she first approached me when she thought about this initiative, and we are proud of you for pushing it forward and launching it today. We're so proud of you as Miss Tourism team. And I would like to thank everyone who supported her initiative, our dear sponsors. Thank you very much. And we hope that you will work with us throughout until we push this forward and make it a success. Otherwise, I wish you all the best.
Do this. I have machines at home. You buy the materials and my team is going to do it for free.
So it's so encouraging. As they were speaking, I remembered something. That this is not only about promoting reusable pads, both in primary and secondary, I think. But some of us have testimonies that if a girl child has no pads, then they have issues with themselves. Some of us, to us who grew up in humble backgrounds, you would go to school without pads. Hello? Hello? You would go to school like that. Then you get there, then you fear tearing someone's katenge, then you fear stealing someone's dog, then you'll be there. And the moment you step in class, then you're not able to perform in any way. Until when time came and God did it for us. Hello? So if we met, or if such girls in that category meet people of your kind, I'm telling you, it will be amazing to some souls. Your blessings without their information. I'm happy to find you guys here, and what you're doing is really amazing.
I was in class. And it was time for break. Guys got up.
Okay.
I didn't know things had gone wrong. So I woke up to go with the rest. I had people laugh behind me.
You had people
I
laugh.
can't tell you what I went through and how I was so much embarrassed. But I think I know how to solve all this, right? Yeah, I know what I went through. Girls who are here, they know what I'm talking about.
Thank you so much, and we are ready to welcome Igongo Cultural Center, PRO. Twachira zimazima mumutere w'umungaro y'abanaisha. Don't just look at her and you're smart.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good morning. My name is Fiona Nisima. I'm the sales executive of Igongo. Before I start, I would like to invite our brand ambassador to come and stand here with me. We are proud to be a culture center, Igongo, and we are proud to have a Miss Ankole brand ambassador of Igongo. Hello. Thank you very much for representing us. Thank you for being beautiful. And thank you, Miss Tourism Ankole, for choosing her for us, because this is... we would like to thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to be part of encouraging, to be part of being, spreading the good news and helping the girl child. As Igongo is Igongo Country Hotel and Culture Center, we emphasize more on culture. And culture without girls, my dear. Girls are the strongholds of families. They are the ones that they are the mothers of the future. So if a girl is empowered from the beginning, a future will be very bright, including, see, like our beauties here. They are empowered from the beginning, and that's why they are bringing out the goodness. So without a girl child, this nation will have to suffer. So Igongo is really proud, and we are so thankful of Miss Tourism Ankole to give us this chance to be part of Empower Her, and we promise you to keep being part of it and keep sponsoring, because we love girl children. So in case of anything, please come to us. We will be very happy to be part of empowering a girl child. Before leaving here, again, thank you so much for coming, for those of you coming. And I would like to also tell you briefly about Igongo. Igongo is a good place for you to be in case you have any kind of business, you're welcome. And we will support you in some way, but also we would want you to support us. We have conference facilities, guys, we've seen this. We have a museum. We have accommodation facilities. We have a museum, and we have a hill hiking, a monument. It's the only one in the Western region. So please come and be part of this community. We welcome you, and again, I thank you so much, our brand ambassador. I thank you so much, Ms. Ankole Tourism, for giving us this chance, and we promise you to keep being part of this. Thank you very much. Have an enjoyable day.
Still, we welcome you. I was asking myself, is this site only the invited guests? And I was wondering how someone appreciates and we cannot clap. There is something happening. Someone speaks to us and we cannot really. As I was informed that when Hopkins started this, she could not do it alone. Then she was joined by, she's my daughter, we call her Prida. She has titles, and I think she's Miss Ankore Heritage. Wow. The other year in 2023, she was contesting and Kanzayombe Twara, and we were all telling God, please, will you make it for us? And when I find myself here and she's seated there, then they invited people with Muslim national one. Ntakatire hare abayigitsire Hopkins mwebale kandi mwebale mnonga. Let's clap for them because they're trying to do something in schools. Kugira ngo abana bashome. There is something that crossed my mind. We have here some of our parents.
Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Tumsime Abofia, I'm Frida's mom. We come from Kampala. That's where we stay, so we came over here to support our queens.
I'm by name of Tumsime Edward. Rita is my daughter, and this is my wife. We are born from Shema municipality, and right now we are from Kampala. Have a nice day, and we are very happy to be with you.
Thank you so much. We can still clap for them. I think isn't it really amazing? And I'm happy to see other friends, Mr. Dixon and the wife, Kathy. You guys are most welcome. And I hope we shall all go together and we'll enjoy. I cannot say Mary. Mary, please come and present yourselves here. We got to tell Mongaro Abishivit smart and we cannot wait to listen.
Not once, not twice, but a number of times I think about myself how lucky but still cursed to be around. Not to be a braggart, but lucky because I am the grinning mother nature. On the flip side, cursed because I endure monthly pains that come along with gashes of blood in an ending pails. From time to time, I imagine how my life it would be if I didn't have to be cautious of how the hand on my skirt looked like. I imagine how jovial I would be if I didn't have to render myself victim of the merciless and excruciating cramps that leave me with nothing but agony. But hey, it's a matter of sheer acknowledgement. To find beauty in the excruciating pains that we go through, in this monthly circumstance that we have. When it is as beautiful as a flower blossoming, preparing me for the birth of a new generation, the future, the good future that we hope for. Enough brains might be read to get to know that the future I hope for won't come to life if my monthly beautiful pain that I go through is becoming a natural disaster to my environment, destroying countless homes of animals in the world. What good of a future will it be? I know city dwells crystal clear on the faces of many, nor the stretched up in these dustless days, as toxic and choking fumes rise effortlessly from the never tiring communal incinerators, burning my red-stained towels to ashes. Animals are crying, nature is down on its knees, crying out, soon will I be dead. Pity and guilt fill my being slowly and painfully as I sing counterfeit gospels about I being a greedy mother nature when I cannot save the flora and fauna so soon. But still I say I can be be a great Mother Nature. What then can I do to save the animals? It is a journey that I must trek. To save the flora and the fauna, I must take up this cause. To be eco-friendly, even in my monthly payments, I can use reusable towels so that normal animals can cry and cough and choke anymore. Truly, they won't choke anymore. I choose to save them. I choose to save them for a sustainable environment, economic transformation, and fundamental development. Comrades from all ends, I call out. Work in tandem with I, so I can uphold my duty as greening Mother Nature.
I'd like to observe all protocol. Good afternoon, good morning, I'm not sure. I'm back because I want to rectify something. I empower her with eco-friendly sanitary towels. Is now a partnership between Miss Tourism Ankole, the second runner, and Miss Tourism Ankole Heritage. We sat down on a round table and agreed what we want. As you can see, the pictures that show we are partnering together, so it's not only my event. It is a big event for the both of us, and I wanted us to recognize her as much. Please, thank you.
I even didn't know she Jesus. That is Hopkins, and she says she's not standing alone. Konka ayemereye na mjenzi we, mnwano wetu, banangi. I'll never forget that day. Yama we, it was not easy for some of us. Both of you, thank you so much for the work you're doing to the nation. I hope God will bless the work of your hands. Thank you so much. I'm getting you. There is another side. Mbona we shall reach. That was Hopkins, our sister. Then we were meant to have Miss Tourism, second runner, right? And I can't see her present herself here. But we can still continue and have a speech from Miss Tourism Ankole Heritage. Is it right? Yes, she's coming up. The Heritage, you are most welcome on the stage. She's smart. Shall we please clap for Frida? I'm going to make this side the Karabu. Please. Thank you so much. And this side, please, will you welcome to me, Frida? Thank you. For your blessing, for your husband.
Thank you all. Thank you. My name is Abaine Prila Chumusime. I'm Miss Tourism Ankole Heritage 2023-2024, still standing until the next regime comes in. We started this project less than 2 months ago. Hopkins called me and she said she wanted us to do something. And I'm like, what? Let us outline and see what we can do. We had so many projects on table and we chose this to be our first. More are still coming up. And I'm glad that you're all here to support us on this day. I'm really happy. Our guest of honor, thank you so much for not disappointing us. Igongo Culture Center, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us. Red Cross, Rotary, thank you for coming. The Queen Pauline, thank you for coming. Our administrators, Miss Tourism Ankole, Miss Tourism Uganda, Mary Hill, thank you so much. Those were very beautiful poems, we really appreciate. My parents,
Thank you so much for supporting me. These people went to work and traveled overnight just to come for this event. Thank you so much. Daddy Hopkins, thank you for being with us through it all. And everyone else that has come around, thank you for coming to be a part of us. Hopkins, thank you for being so hardworking. I love the way you think and I haven't been disappointed yet. Our MC, Queen Lucy, thank you for coming. She was the first guest we had today, a Queen. Queen Abigail, in her absentia, she has supported us the whole way. Yeah. Empower Her is a project about making reusable sanitary towels that are going to help being eco-friendly. They're going to help in greening our environment, like the theme of our year was. We are here to launch the project. The project is going to take a very long time. We are not sure of the time frame yet, but it's going to be very long. A year plus, wherever it takes us to. And I hope we are still with our sponsors the whole time, more coming on board, but the main sponsors remain in Igongo Culture Center. Wow. I think more of it is in the proposals that are on your table. You have proposals for the project on the table. They tell you more about our project. I don't want to talk a lot since time is not on our side. But this is more of a launch and a fundraising for sponsors and those who are here to support us. We shall have a representative from Rotary to say something before I invite our guest of honor. I was given the honor to do that, to invite you on stage, but I would request we get someone from Rotary to say something small. Thank you. Thank you very much. All protocol observed. I'll begin by introducing myself. I'm called Ankonda Tracy, and I'm the incoming president of the Rotary Club of Mbara. And besides me is the current president of the Rotary Club of Mbara, but his regime is soon getting done, so I'm starting to do my work already. I got to know about this project, I think recently, and to people who know about me, I'm very passionate about girls. And I think this has been one of my projects in Rotary, serving at the district as the chair of the Rotary Ladies Initiative. We majorly do projects that are mainly focusing on ladies. And this was one of my projects that I did in Tungamo. So the moment I heard about this, I was like, oh, this is the thing to go in for. And as Rotary, the only thing we can pledge is that we are going to support you in this. We've done this project not once or twice. So we are fully on board for any guidance, and good enough, we are also in touch with quite a number of partners that have done the same project. So please, we are one call away for anything concerning this, and we have big numbers behind us. So we can tell you this project is not going to fade. It's not going to fade. We are not going to allow that. And as ladies, one thing I can say, we are really in a generation where we are no longer in those days of men, you know, we are in a generation of women. We have to be empowered, women have to be independent, and this starts within us. So a very good thanks to the team that has worked on this, and we believe that with this we are going to create change in the community. Thank you very much. abusing these things. But what I know, not every parent can afford these sanitary pads we normally use. Shall we please clap for our girls? Thank you so much. As looking at their age and as imagining who came up with this thought of making these things, you guys are so brilliant. Clap for yourselves. Wow, they clap as very good. But thank you so much. This is so interesting and we appreciate your work. We pray that this shall spread in villages, they shall go everywhere, and our girls will be empowered. Thank you so much. And we can't forget to thank Igongo Cultural Center, which is emphasizing culture.
Protocol observed. I am sorry. When Hopkins stopped, I was not around, and I was the first person to come here. So when the program started, I was outside. I wanted to hear her talk, but all the same, I want to thank God for this day. The cause of Hopkins and prayer. Above all, when she was beginning the project, I was scared. I have supported her 100%, but this time I'm in Kamori. For her project, I was in Kamori. I thought it would not continue, but prayer, thank you so much. Bear with me and put hands together to thank the parents of prayer. I come from Shema, South. I think you are from North. You are brothers. These sisters hold themselves together. Hopkins initiates and plans, but when it comes to implementation, there comes the problem. And the teamwork is good. Brother, thank you for being an implementer. We are here because of you. Otherwise, the idea would stop in the way somewhere. I forced Hopkins to do economics. She did it and passed it with a raw bread. I wanted her to be my Musika in economics. I am very proud that you did economics without knowing. What you are doing right now is economics. I teach environmental and natural resource economics. This is it. In 1987, I finished my exams at Nere School. We had a farewell party with many girls. It was wow. I am happy to see you there. Teacher Igongo, my daughter, the elder, the mentor of that one is a literature, English teacher called Igongo. She's teaching in Rwansinga. I will not take out of time. I have picked what they are doing from their poem, sustainable development and economic transformation. Economic growth looks at increasing the volume of goods and services so that people can be okay, but it's at extent of the environment. Those fumes that come in because we are producing a lot. When I was doing geography of the primary and now social studies, one of the solutions to increase food security was swamp reclamation. The geography teacher talks about swamp reclamation will be taken to prison. Sustainable development, this environment is not ours. It belongs to our grandchildren. We must protect it. It has three functions, three important functions. One, it gives us raw materials that we use in production. It is an elevated value. Look at Igongo. with the eaves here, there, and the beautiful, what's it called? The museum. That is, people come from very far to come and look at our environment because it's the power of Africa. How does it come, the power of Africa? I saw them putting their hands on their nose. Suppose everything that comes to the environment remains there as garbage. We not breathe in and out. That is what they meant. And the third importance, the third function of the environment is a waste sand. All that is immaterial goes back to the environment. But how does it go back there? And you're getting an A with your prayer. I thank my Sharon, I got her masters for being, and your colleagues for being the brains behind these young girls. In July last year, when they were performing at Las Vegas, she came up putting all things I don't understand, the environment. And those are the ones she was using, and she won. I supported her 100%, but believe me, I thank God and prayer and the of prayer that this time I don't put in only maybe advice. But I'm happy for this verse of this one. Let it continue. They wanted it short term, not short term, very short term, but they said 3 months term. And they said a year. A year is not long term, a year is just short term. Put it to a very long period of time. Let it rotate the whole of Uganda and you will fed. Hand it over to others. There are many people who are ready to join you. I thank the Red Cross and other organizations that have assisted these young girls. This is their time. Yoda is not here. He began an association called Shema Students University Association. Little did I know he would become a minister, an MP. These are ministers of tomorrow, not only environment but even other areas. Thank you so much for taking your time to hear from me. I traveled with the last born, the sister to Hopkins, and our little girl here in making. She's going to LBC in August, September come. These are the brains behind mental capacity council. We thank them for even following her up this level. Thank you so much for God and my country.
We can torture the environment, burn down that waste, release those toxins. Do we know nature can make a flashback? Nature can take on for our actions. And you see, we don't always have to realize, but she pays the price because when nature is crying, she's crying too. That's the price we pay for our ignorance. Tinatine, she was a good wine that needed no bush. She had to open up for nature too and rush to crown it with its own womanhood. It is a push to save nature. Tinatine, she now uses reusable, recyclable to save her nature. Tinatine, she now, as her cycle flows, she now opens doors to new and teach the girl child. A sight that amuses the eye. A sight that amuses the eye. A beautiful adoration. A beautiful adoration. That many yearn to see. That many yearn to see and tour around the green she has created. Tindatine. Echilonga chamawe, echanzi chamkole, leba yakula, octambules. Thank you very much.
I've never done this project before. I really felt like this would be a very educative thing to do. What you don't know about me, besides being a president of Rotary, I'm also a midwife. I work from Mary General Fire Hospital. Particularly in the clinic of screening cervical cancer. So, anyone help me with the mic? You know, when we were doing this project, there was a time I had an interaction with a student that was at Raleigh Primary School. And this student told me that when she's in her periods, she doesn't come to school because she can't afford sanitary pads. They were so costly, and she couldn't use her clothes because she overbleeds. So she couldn't use her clothes. So every time she'd be in her periods, whether it's examination time or not, she doesn't show up for school. That really cut deep. So kudos to the team. So first and foremost, this part, it's always wrapped like this. It's not always like this. So it is, you wrap it. It actually has a cloth. I have some of them at my place, but I didn't carry them. But it's always wrapped like this for safe disposal, and it also has a cloth where you can keep it. So it's always like this. So when you're carrying it, for example, my students of Maryville, when you're going to class, it has a cloth where you can fix it, and you carry another one. So majorly, I think most of us really know how to use a sanitary towel. Maybe except for the men, you might really not have the experience. We were talking about why we're only talking about girls. No, menstrual hygiene is not only about girls. We also have to empower our men on how best to handle us when we're in our periods, because we react differently. We usually have mood swings, we have those cramps. You find you're sending someone for medication, but they don't know why you need the medication. So menstrual hygiene is not all about the ladies. We also need to empower the boy child. To our ladies who are in schools, a boy needs to know how to handle a girl when they start their menses and they don't know. For example, you stand in class, a boy needs to know how to handle it. So menstrual hygiene isn't a project for only ladies. So when you're using this, we all know how to place it there. But we always need one thing about reusable sanitary towels. The key starts with the hygiene. Because if you use them, if you don't use them in the right way or clean them in the right way, they will actually bring you more problems. You'll be prone to infections. So the moment you use this, you have to change them at least 3 times a day. 3 times a day, in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the night when you're going to sleep. How do you clean them? Because I'm really not going to elaborate how you put a sanitary towel on a nika really, because we don't even have a nika here, but I think we all know that, how you place it there. But how do you clean it? After use, they're not like the ones that we have, you just dispose it off. But this one, you have to first soak it in water, because it's all stained, and we all know most of us, even if you're a lady, at times your own blood disgusts you. So you have to first soak it in water, and you give it some time, and then you remove it from the water, and you soak it in another kind of water. So you soak it in clean water, you remove it, you dry it, you squeeze it, you remove it and put it in another bucket where you put soap. But after washing it with soap, again you put it in water again. Because we say you have to be extra clean. Remember, there is a cloth inside. The moment you don't clean it very well, you don't soak it in water enough, you might say that it's clean inside, but stains have remained inside. So you need to extra soak it. So when you remove it from that water, you don't, most of us, we are shy to hang these at our hang lines. Like, we usually want to hang them inside, but it's not advisable. You need to hang this at where there is sun, because it has to be extra dry. Then another thing I'm going to talk about is that you don't use it for a very long period of time. Extra minimum, okay, at least 6 months or 12 months. You can only go for 12 months using a reusable sanitary towel when you're extra clean. So we need to make sure that those are the key points. So when you're using this, if you're not hygienic enough, trust me, we are going to be receiving you in the hospital, coming that we treat you with infections. But once you're extra hygienic, that is going to be the good way to go, because they don't burn. Most of us who use these other towels, they actually burn us, but this is a cloth. So it doesn't cause any stain, it doesn't burn, nothing. So for everyone who is going to be during this project, Another thing I had forgotten, I pledged to give you education about this. For every project you have, I'm one call away to give education about these sanitary towels. I actually used to have items we used to donate. We used to have boxes of these. We had reading materials. I think I still have the reading materials, but for the parts, I think they are done. So with every project, for this project, it won't help us giving them the towels and we don't teach them how it's used. So I'm sorry if I've engaged in some of your time, but I believe that this was key. To our girls that are here, please, let's not go with this information and sleep with it. You can still use these towels at the school. Please, when you reach at Maryville, you plant a thing or two. Please spread the gospel. Thank you very much. Oh, when you're disposing it, you have to close it again and you put it in its towel. And you keep it. If you want to wash it, you keep it like this. When you get home, you wash it. Thank you.
I forgot to mention former AIGP, Hassan Kasinje, in his absentia, promises to be with us the entire term of the project and also to support us. Hopkins should say something. Also, we are going to be moving around 12 districts in southwestern region for the project. We are going to go in every district in Ankole and promote sanitary health.
Once again, it is a privilege to thank all of you for coming to be part of this project. But the fact that you're here, you are a part of us, you also empower her. Thank you so much. With this privilege that has been given to me, I would like to take this moment and invite our dear guest of honor, the Commissioner of Prisons in Uganda, Mr. Abre. Please come and give your speech, and then you will lead the launch. You will finally launch Miss Tourism's project, Empower Her. Thank you.
Our Empower Her project management team, which I believe is made up of the Queens, Miss Tourism Ankole Heritage, Prayer, the second runner is Ankole Tourism, Hopkins. Our ambassadors, I believe they're also queens. Ambassadors, and I saw some other queens there. Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all and I thank you for coming for this important occasion for these young girls, if I can say. My name, as already mentioned, I'm Agre Atugwanalile. I'm a Commissioner of Prisons, and I'm in charge of the planning department. I come from Shema. Actually, that Tumusime and Apple, the parents of Real, we come from the same village. But my office is in Kampala. But I'm happy to be with you people. Congratulating such young girls doesn't end, because I was informed towards the Miss Tourism Ankole 2023-2024. So you are still on, and we shall continue to congratulate you. You people, congratulations. And we are happy for you. You shined. You won the hearts of many, not only judges, but very many people who were watching you, even on stage. You are shining stars. And please keep shining. You know, after winning, it was like, it was just beauty. But the beauty makes no sense if it is not reflected in what you do. So after the contest and after winning, many people were asking, now, what next? Because you took the stage, you haven't show, but then what next? I'm very happy that you are now proving that you are real niche tourism, because this project is a key project and it is a sign that you are not only beauty inside, but your true beauty is even being reflected outside. And sometimes when we are talking about people, a person is made up of two things. One is form, another one is content. Form is this agri here you are seeing here. This agri you are seeing here, you are seeing only the form part of agri. But agri has another part, the content. And the content is what is inside me. My thinking, what I can do, what I'm able to achieve. Now that is the content. So that day, you only showed us the form. But now we have started seeing the content in you. I was approached by prayer. So I think the project management team, through her, she contacted me. I disturbed her a bit. Because I told her, you see, I need to understand well exactly what you're going to do, and not only sending me the proposal. So she was positive. She had to come and take me through. I had to ask her questions. Then I accepted. I said, okay, I will come. But after accepting, I also continued studying her. Where is the program? And I think she was wondering, you are not an organizer, why are you concerned with the program? But when I'm officiating over something, I need to know every detail of that program. Not to come and you are just out of place. So I disturbed you, but I'm happy that you were responding positively. So I thank you for that. But when she contacted me, I saw something big. The project they have designed, it is a key project and many people have talked about it. If you look at the objectives, the outputs, and the intended impact, they are so rich. Ranging from mitigating the challenge of limited access to these sanitary towels. The kind of people we have here in this room may not know the actual challenge. They may be saying it, but they don't know it. I'm not seeing someone who can miss to have a sanitary towel, or whose kid can miss to have a sanitary what? But we have very many people there who are not able to have sanitary towels. And we have that disadvantaged category of the school-going children. Someone mentioned it here. We have some families that are not able to provide for sanitary towels. Now that means when that girl is in periods, she doesn't go to school. So every month, a girl misses 3 to 4 days of classrooms. And sometimes those days, they have exams, and the girl will not go there. And you never know, it could be a promotion or what? Exam. But because it is too much, now the performance in class is poor, because of poor attendance, because of missing some papers, someone will say no. To hell with what? School. You can't believe, or we can't believe that some people drop out of school because of this menstrual challenge. When you look at statistics, they are running at the abnormal. You try to Google and see the number of children, or the percentage or the rate of dropout of female children, but related to menstrual, you will be surprised, but you can't believe it. It is not only about missing classes and missing exams, but it is associated with stigma. When you don't have the proper sanitary towels, and that thing happens to, it comes out when you are at school. And as this gentleman here was making fun, people behind you see it. Those young boys, for them, they are not concerned, they just make noise, make fun of you, and the girl can decide not to go back to school. It's not the parent, that the parents are refusing, but the situation can't allow to have proper provision for the sanitary towels. So that is one of the key outputs I saw in this project of these queens of ours. There will be access because it will be cheap, and it will be reusable, and it will be affordable. And in any case, they are going to give them skills. So when they give them skills, then they can easily access. And the other key one is environmental protection. And I think because of their field of the tourism and green something, the key is on protection of the environment. And that is why they are concentrating on the eco-friendly sanitary towels. So that one has far-reaching effects. The teacher, the parent of Hopkins talked a lot about that. How this one is associated with the environment. Actually, he lectured us. I think it's there is that one of skilling. It was also emphasized here. Hopkins, I think you emphasized it. And also when Preda was talking to me, she emphasized skilling. You have outreaches, but you support skilling of those communities, of those schools, of those prisons, of those what. So many people will be assisted in the implementation of this project. So me, when I was briefed, I picked interest. And now there is something, there is a very big impact on health. As I said, that most of us here may not know the challenge, but there is one speaker, I think the president of Rota talked about it. There are some people who use these pieces of cloth, because that is all they can afford. But now she is using it separately. So that means even its hygiene is not proper. She takes it back in the evening. She doesn't want the brothers to see. She hides it somewhere. And its cleaning is not proper. But she's putting it on the following day. Then she ends up with some bacterial infections and some other sorts of diseases, and which may have far-reaching negative effects on the girls' health. And there are very, very many. When I read through their proposal and when I interacted with the prayer, I saw very, very many key and positive outputs from this project. I have just left out the one of being some kind of form of livelihood, because some people through this will be earning some income. After being skilled, you produce, you sell cheaply, and other people can buy from you. That is, if you have time to do what? To produce. Like I believe if you skill like prisoners, for them they have time because they are doing nothing there. So they can start now producing for other people's use. So from this project of yours and from what I got to know, seeing this is a testimony that you people are the true beauty both inside and outside. And please keep shining. The sky is the limit. I don't want to take a lot of time, but I think I should express my sincere gratitude to, first of all, the management of this project, the Empower Her project. That is Prayer and Hopkins, and with your team, I really need to thank you. But I also need to thank the founders and promoters of Miss Ankore Tourism. Because without the Miss Ankore Tourism, then you wouldn't be in this. You are in this because you went for that, you won, and you have to remain relevant, and your mind is bringing you to this. So we need to thank the founders and promoters of Miss Ankore Tourism and the general Miss Tourism Uganda. I think it is the major umbrella, maybe, if it is called so. Then I also need to thank they have called them the main supporters, the Igongo. There is a term you were using. Thank you, Igongo, the management of Igongo, for supporting the Queens and for supporting this cause. And it's good they made the promise that they will continue supporting you. I heard the PRO of Igongo Cattle Center saying so, that they will always be there for you. Then I also want to thank Red Cross. Thank you. You see, I am not only reading here. Those are the things I was deciding now to tell me. If you are giving me a proposal with all these activities, where are you getting money from? So she had to be able to explain to me how they are getting support from different partners, from different organizations and individuals. So thank you, Red Cross. Thank you, Aquafina. Thank you, Product. And many others I have not mentioned because they are quite a number here. But I shouldn't leave out our young daughters from Nerehir. I also have a daughter there called the Chitwini Trust in Senefo. And thank you for what you have done here. It was a real good performance. And I want to call upon everybody here and those ones out there to support this Empower Her project. As someone was saying, let it get out of, let's work well in Ankore, let it work well in the Western region, let it work well in other regions, let it work well in the whole of Uganda because of its far-reaching positive impact. So let's support these queens so that they can go beyond the scope they have started with. I believe it doesn't end with your time of Miss Uganda. For it is a project, you have started it, you will even over-register it, let it go beyond, let it continue. Let it be, you try to get means of making it sustainable. Before I end, those of you who are having the program, you heard about Dr. Ilioda Mwesije. He was supposed to be here, and he called me some few minutes back. For him, he thought the function was for the whole day. So he thought he would be here by 3. But he was informed that the function is actually ending. So he said that I inform the people here and the team managing the Empower Her project that he is going to organize a training for one of your target groups and have the training conducted in Kampala, but he's saying he will fund that one. Then he also tells me to tell you that around 3 when he reaches Mbarara, he will call Prera for Prera to tell him the likely support they may need and see what he can provide. So, I'm sorry I'm calling you Prera, but you are missing. So is going to organize towards Mankore Heritage around 3. Then they will discuss, and maybe Prira will inform your colleagues of the outcome of that meeting. Then when Prira contacted me, and I looked at the support they may need, I tried to contact some few friends, not many. I introduced some 4 friends, I think, 4 friends to her, and I said, are you able to invite them, or you don't have space or what? She said, no, it's okay. So I gave her 4 names, and they invited them. And those ones have supported you with a contribution of 3 million Uganda shillings. I will give you the breakdown of how they have done it. But I said, since now they are part of me, we were coming together, I should top up, and we make it a single contribution to you, and we are going to make it 5 million Uganda shillings. And I was requesting that if it is okay, the management team will come, then you receive that support. She had invited, I'm talking about, one is called Dr. Tarwo Nesmas, another one is called Mr. Msimenta Karib, another one is called Mr. Fred Bagyejusa, another one is called the Hajat Nur Bajowe. They are all prison staff. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I once again congratulate our queens, and I wish them all the best. But also, I want to say that for any support, please always contact us, and we see what we are able to do. What we are not able, then we shall leave it out. I thank you very much.
I would request you to launch our project officially by signing on our friends that I met. I see it on the signing on Igongo. Thank you so much. We're waiting for any of you to sign where you belong.
This is the sign of success when you see those people put on their signatures to our beautiful banner. It just everything has been kick-started right about now. And I think this one is wrong. What is taking place now is signing up to the banner as she's signing on behalf of these schools and colleges. And she's gonna sign on behalf of the empower.
Our queens are also signing. Empower her. And we cannot forget to thank Igongo for such an opportunity and your support.
What you see now, what you evidence is the official launching, and our representative from Meghalith High School, she's gonna sign on behalf of PNCU. Thank you so much, our teacher. And we also want to take it, we can say anywhere. Yeah. So we don't remember that we have a signature.
It is actually Empower Her project. It was initiated by the second runners up, Miss Tours Mankole 2023-2024, and then we came on board to support the initiative. Empower Her is a project that we are using to empower girl child to make pads, and still tukujira no butebasa konka, but as well as
keeping our environment clean. Yes, minding about our environment. You see, these sanitary towels that we use find it hard to decompose faster. Kandi twe as Miss Tourism Ankole, itwentufa byobuhangwa bwitu. Yes, wanonda kunyizya, you tamper with tourism or you tamper with my environment. Yes, so the theme for 2023-2024 was greening tourism. So we used that theme tujamu kugira ngo we make these sanitary pads, we improve on the ecosystem. Yes, because as pads are eco-friendly, nizikosa omwenda omunda harimu omwenda ogundi oguri waterproof, so noshanga ngo omuntu yayaheza kugikosa yajozyaje, and we are not using the other ones ez'obuveera eziturateka omu buveera and they damage, oshanga abantu they dispose them in the water bodies, hence destroying our tourism sites of Ankole. So by doing so, we are keeping our environment clean and we are minding it. Oh, our main target is ekitonde ekitarukwebasa. Yes. Yes, the vulnerable. Abana bakushomera mu UPE, USE schools. It is hard. Omwana tora mugambire they need 4,000 kuzagura pads. Some parents you find it's hard to earn 4,000 a day. But yeah, inomwenda gweyo mukuru gwa kotoni. Na mwejesaje how to make the pad. Ehuzi, it is a cheap thing. Na ehuzi na bazira pad yeye and she can use it. My name is Avaho Abigail Jackie, Miss Tourism Ankole Talent, Brand Ambassador, Igongo Cultural Center and Country Hotel.
Tourism in Ankole, to me, should be more of a more of the high value, because Ankole has got it all. Look at the long-horned cattle is tourism, and then the people, the way they welcome the guests, it's all another tourism, you know. Because I've been moving around, like I move east, west, south, north, everywhere, because I work with Miss Tourism. But the way people welcome the guests in their regions is far better. Like Ankole is far better than. Because when we talk about the welcoming, we still look at Ankole and Karamoja. Yeah. So tourism in Ankole, if it's promoted well, marketed well, because people don't market their tourism places in Ankole. Recently, I've just come to know that we have the twin lakes in Rubirizi, whereby most people don't know. Even the guides themselves, they don't know. So if we promote tourism attractions in Ankole, it will be more of the high level than other places. The challenges are people don't value what they have. You can find a person until maybe because like you find a person having what it takes to involve tourists, but when you try to teach that person how to market it, you will first ask for money. So people want money more than what they have. So if we embrace what we have or what Ankole has, then tourism will not have any issue in Ankole.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Inomjin Hopkins Win, Miss Tourism Ankole the 2nd of 2023-2024. So today we were so proud to launch our project called Empower Her with reusable sanitary towels. The reason why we chose this project above all these projects is because as Miss Tourism Ankole Queens, we are looking at promoting tourism, and not just tourism that is eco-friendly, environmentally friendly. And because 10% of every girl in Ankole region every day needs a sanitary towel, we look at the fact that we shall need to use more eco-friendly sanitary towels to empower a girl child, or for every girl child in this community. It's not just for every girl child in this community to embrace this, but sanitary towels are a basic necessity that everybody does not talk about. So we are talking about it, and we are going to promote it from today and onwards. We are targeting needy girls, needy women in local communities, schools, prisons, orphanages, and churches. We are going to go to every district in Ankole region starting from Mbara district or Mbara city, and we shall go to Shema district, Ntungamo, we shall go to Rukunjiri, Ibanda, Mweju, Rampara, Bushenyi. We shall cover every district in Ankole because we are Miss Tourism Ankole, and we shall endeavor to promote the tourism of Ankole during our Empower Her project. So please join us. We need everyone's support. As Miss Tourism Queens, we cannot make this project without the community of Ankole. We need your hands, we need your support. Please come and be part of this tremendous journey. Thank you.
My name is Abaine Prila Tumusime. I'm from Shema District and project coordinator, Empower Her project. Empower Her is a project of making eco-friendly reusable sanitary towels. And as Miss Tourism Ankole Heritage, I look at greening our environment by promoting eco-friendly reusable sanitary towels that are friendly and good for our environment. The pads are going to be beneficial in a way that they are very affordable for everyone and all kinds of people. And they're also very healthy in that they are not plastics and they don't have any chemicals added to them, just reusable, eco-friendly sanitary towels.
I'm called Ankonda Tracy, serving as the president of the Attract Club of Mbara, but also my profession, I'm a midwife and I work from Mbara General Referral Hospital. I'm here to talk about the Empower Her project, which is going to be focusing mainly on menstrual hygiene. Most of us right now, this is something that maybe we overlook or do what, but menstrual hygiene, we are having issues. Most girls out there drop out of school, or at times when they're in their menses, they don't even attend classes because they cannot afford sanitary pads, and the conditions are so tough for them. But it also comes back to saying that the Empower Her project is not only going to be focusing on girls, it also has to involve boys, because boys or men need to learn how to empower women when they are going through this period of menstruation, because we get mood swings, we get cramps, we get back pain, so they need to know how to handle us during that period of the month. So specifically, why are we focusing on creating pads which help the environment? They are going to be reusable sanitary pads. Reusable sanitary pads, compared to our normal pads, they are easy to use. They are cost effective. As we all know that we have girls out there that really can't afford sanitary pads. You know, most people be like, it's only 3,500, it's only 4,000. We even have people who use shower pads which are for around 6,000. But we have girls that are in remote schools. They can't afford 3,500 really, because if they don't even have what to eat, honestly, how are they going to get money to buy their own sanitary pads? But with these reusable sanitary pads, they are easy to make, they can be reused, but the main issue with them, unlike with the pads that we dispose of, after using it you throw it away, but with the reusable sanitary pads, hygiene is key. Hygiene matters. We need to make sure that they are well cleaned. You have to clean them a number of times such that stains don't remain inside, because if you keep it unclean, it will cause more issues. You actually get more infections, and that will become another issue which shouldn't be. So even in this project, one of the key things that is going to be done is sensitization about the use and about the hygiene of reusable sanitary pads, because it's the key thing in the usage of these pads. With our pads, with our usual pads, it also comes back to the disposal. These pads, the disposal is a little bit different. It's the same, but for them, when you clean them, it can take you at least 6 months. If you're so clean, it can take you a year, but really would advise at least 6 months. Whereby for the other pads, really, you cannot use them for that long. We all know it's one time and it's done. My call is to everyone out there. Let's come in and support this project. Let's uplift the girl child. Let's create a change in the community. Let's uplift boy child on how best to help girl child during their menstruation periods. And together we can create hope. We can create magic in the world. Thank you.
So would you say that the boy child needs to be, whatever you say, are you trying to say that you're bringing boys into the project?
Yeah, I believe that boys shouldn't be left in this project, because it will be of no use educating or only focusing on the girl child and we leave out the boy child. I'll give an example. If a girl is in school and they get into their menstruation, it is a mixed school. A boy, if something happens and she maybe stamps on herself, it's a boy that will, if there is a boy right next to her, a boy should know how to handle the situation. You know, back in then when we were still at school, we didn't have these projects and so much knowledge. So you'd find when you're unclean, a boy will laugh at you. I'll give you a scenario to people who are in relationships or who are married. You need to know when your wife is in her menstruation, how you need to handle her, how you need to handle her moods. If she sends you for sanitary pads, it shouldn't make you shy to buy her sanitary pads. You should be able to know that she needs a little bit of emotional support. And she also needs your time, because it helps her, because our moods really shoot when we are in our periods. We have a lot of pain. So involving the boy child or involving men in this project, it will be key, because they'll also help us empower the women out there in terms of in terms of their menstruation.